Welcome to Vintage Touch Decor with Soul, where European Grandmillennial Christmas 2025 comes alive with whimsical nostalgia, collected treasures, and enduring elegance. If you love layered history and cozy charm, you're in the right place. Please subscribe, like, and comment to join our vintage community. This video will guide you through palette choices, heirloom styling, tree design, table traditions, and small collected details that create a timeless holiday home. Expect practical tips and gentle inspiration tailored for viewers who savor memory and beauty. By the end, you'll have clear ideas to craft a European Grandmillennial holiday, tasteful pattern mixing, nostalgic accents, and warm, inviting vignettes perfect for 2025 celebrations. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your favorite memory below. Grandmillennial style is rooted in European antiques, floral chintz, and collected heirlooms, a beautiful echo of past generations that feels lived in, not staged. We'll explore those origins and how to adapt them for cozy holiday living in 2025. Think layered patterns, modest gilding, wooden craftsmanship, and playful vintage figurines that tell stories. We'll show how to mix eras, Victorian details with mid-century silhouettes, to achieve collected elegance without clutter. For seniors and vintage lovers, this approach honors memory and comfort. Use familiar pieces, curate slowly, and let nostalgia guide color and texture choices to create a meaningful holiday atmosphere. The palette for a European Grandmillennial Christmas blends soft antique rose, faded blue, warm cream, deep evergreen, and muted gold. These tones evoke nostalgia while staying fresh for 2025 styling. Use a base of neutrals, cream walls, or linens, then introduce floral pinks and powder blues through textiles, ceramics, and ornaments to create harmony between gentle color and collected pieces. Add small touches of aged brass, olive greens, and candlelight amber for warmth. This layered approach creates depth without overpowering the room, perfect for cozy family gatherings. Style a tree as a curated collection. Family ornaments, mismatched glass baubles, ribbon garlands, and selective floral picks create a charmingly eccentric look that's unmistakably grand millennial. Prioritize texture, velvet bows, crocheted hearts, and vintage glass, placed at different depths on the branches to give a three-dimensional, collected feel that reads beautifully in photos and memory. Top the tree with an heirloom topper or an elegant bunch of dried flowers. Keep lights warm and subtle to let ornaments and textures glow rather than glare. Create a table that feels like an invitation. Embroidered linens, mismatched china, crystal glasses, and tall taper candles set a refined but intimate scene for holiday meals. Layer chargers, plates, and patterned napkins. Add small sprigs of rosemary, paper name tags, and a vintage brooch or pin as place accents. These tiny touches feel deliberate and personal. Keep centerpieces low and linear. A garland of mixed evergreens, dried hydrangea, and a scattering of glass ornaments keeps conversation flowing and sight lines open. A mantel is a stage for storytelling. Mix framed vintage cards, small porcelain animals, layered garlands, and candle clusters to create a nostalgic focal point that feels heirloom-made. Vary heights using books, boxes, and candlesticks. Weave in textured ribbon and small mirrors to reflect candlelight and add depth to the composition. Keep the hearth cozy with woven rugs, a basket of wrapped logs, and a few larger antique pieces to ground the display and invite guests to linger. Collect ornaments with intention. Family heirlooms, flea market glass, and handmade pieces create a meaningful, layered tree and home display that sparks conversation. Mix shapes and eras, Victorian glass, mid-century baubles, and modern ceramic pieces, to achieve an eclectic yet harmonious look. Keep a consistent palette thread to tie them together. Label and store treasures with care for next year. Acid-free tissue, wrapped boxes, and notes about provenance keep memories intact and make each holiday richer over time. Textiles are the backbone of Grandmillennial comfort. Layer floral chintz, knitted throws, embroidered pillows, and woven rugs to create tactile richness and visual warmth. Balance scale and pattern, large florals with small geometrics, and alternate textures like linen, velvet, and lace to avoid a flat look while staying gentle for older eyes. Seasonal throws and chair covers change the room quickly. Keep a curated stack nearby so guests can feel instantly wrapped in warmth and nostalgia. Lighting sets mood. Rely on warm fairy lights, beeswax candles, and shaded table lamps to create soft pools of glow that flatter vintage finishes and bring depth to pattern decor. Avoid harsh overheads during gatherings. Use layered lighting, task, ambient, accent to guide movement and conversation while preserving a cozy, reflective atmosphere. Dimmer switches and LED filament bulbs keep things safe and authentic looking. Choose warm color temperature and test sight lines to ensure comfort for seniors. Gifts are part of the decor. Wrap in craft or floral paper, tie with velvet ribbon, and finish with sprigs, wax seals, or handwritten tags to make presents part of the seasonal tableau. Coordinate wrapping colors with your room palette for cohesion. Small handmade gifts or thrifted trinkets wrapped beautifully feel especially thoughtful and align with grandmillennial values. Create a present vignette on a side table or bench. Stacked boxes, a pine sprig wreath, and a candle create a decorative corner that fuels excitement and nostalgia. Blend traditional European holiday rituals, small baked goods, tea carafes, evening carols, with your family's own practices to create rituals that feel both familiar and new for 2025 gatherings. Set up a small tea or mulled wine station with vintage glassware and labels so guests can help themselves. Simple, thoughtful touches encourage relaxed mingling. Document recipes and stories on cards to pass around the table. This turns meals into memory making and ensures traditions continue for years to come. Thank you for watching. I hope these European Grandmillennial ideas inspire you to create a whimsical, nostalgic, and elegant Christmas for 2025 that feels personal and timeless. Please subscribe, like, and share your holiday memories in the comments below. As you pack away ornaments and remember each piece's story, consider small rituals to preserve them: labels, photographs, and a simple legend of provenance for future years and family members. If you loved this video, hit subscribe for more vintage styling, and tell us which section you want a deeper tutorial on: table settings, tree styling, or sourcing vintage finds. Thank you and happy decorating!